Are you nervous?
Oh, yes. Oh, now the mic's up.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're happy. My buddy Steve, after
I
I made disparaging remarks.
You can never make disparaging remarks.
This is about malfunction.
This is a new me. It's. I'm getting ready for the new year. Are we on the air?
You are on the air.
You know,
All right, take us off the air for a second. I want to curse out Steve. No, I'm just kidding.
You know, that's Eddie Layton playing the organ there.
That is the great Eddie Layton, of course.
I just was watching.
You met Eddie Layton in Macy's.
I did not meet.
Oh,
I
okay.
did not meet. Eddie
I thought
Layton.
Steve would. Well,
I was on YouTube. And
which is a great ride at Adventureland, by the way.
it's
Did you ever ride the
yeah.
YouTube? Man, that thing is fantastic. It's unbelievable.
Like the devil.
It's like did it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's like these old soap operas from the 70s, and they had the closing. And back then, they were still playing organ music.
Yes, yeah, dun, dun,
and
yeah.
they had the closing credits, and it said organist Eddie Layton, which is how he got the job at Yankee Stadium because CBS owned the Yankees.
Right, at the time in those early 70s.
And at CBS, he was the organist for like 2 or 3 different soap operas.
Wow.
And that's how he got the gig at Yankee Stadium.
I like how you bring everything. I like when you. That's why it's important that you're here. Other than I know, you know, Steve. You're a good friend. I've known you for a long time, but you fill in the gaps. Is what you do.
I'm just the gap filler. I'm just a gap filler.
You should have been a dentist. You fill gaps.
How long have you known each other?
Since I think it was back we were in the war together.
Let's see.
I think we were right. We
Well,
were in
I-
Hanoi together.
well,
Steve jumped on a grenade for me and
Steve
saved my
doesn't-
life. Steve's been dead for 25 years. He doesn't know it yet.
You know, Steve doesn't remember.
I don't.
But I went to Ballitola Fitness, I think probably right after I moved back from California. So let's say I was about maybe 2000, 2001. And I went in and I wanted a membership at Ballitola Fitness.
Dare to dream.
And I talked to...
He was just a young kid with a crazy dream.
I talked to Steve, your membership counselor, whatever. But what did they call you guys back then?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Sales,
Yes.
whatever.
Such a nice guy. So,
Crooks, they called us.
Oh, and you get training sessions and everything. Oh, really? And I was under the impression that Steve was gonna do the training sessions, but no, I got some middle-aged guy who was so miserable.
What Steve is,
we won't mention his name.
What Steve is innuending, which is not a word. What Steve was hinting at is that I gave him the old bait and switch.
I don't think you did, really. For some reason I thought it was going to be you, but I don't think it was a bait and switch.
I thought
but there's a lot of that going on.
I
in
thought
that disgusting company. You're absolutely right.
Well, they're a company no more.
Yes, they are.
As we know, they have long gone the wayside. Now
we got this one guy ended up training me who was just like, he's just tired.
He was. We can say his name. He's not watching. No, I won't. But nobody's watching right now. Everybody's panicking. Well, by the way, I didn't even introduce.
There are people watching.
Oh, good. For you who's watching, for that one person who accidentally is driving while watching us and sitting in traffic for Christmas traffic, it is the Steve Square Show. I'm your host, Funny Man Stevie K. Alongside on my left, the Emster, the new Emster, the new 2025 version, sleek. The Grizzly Adams look. How are things in the Rocky Mountains, my friend?
You know, nothing is better than it is right now. I'm working hard. I'm eating and drinking from nothing but that was made from God's green earth.
You look wonderful. Now, what's going on with the beard? Sometimes you have it. Sometimes I could never. Tony, you see me right here? This is 3 days unshaven. I can't grow anything.
My God.
Really?
Yeah.
Just a baby.
I can't grow a good beard. My brother can. Now, what's going on? What are you looking for? What kind of look are you going for?
I mean, I need a trim. And I was also actually, sometimes these things go through my head that maybe I just want to purge it for a little bit and then grow it again.
So will this be the Christmas look?
Yeah, I'm not getting a haircut not getting this cut till maybe later this week.
And I'm going to touch on that because that's important. And I just wanted to acknowledge on the right the heartbeat, the engine, the muffler, if you will, of the Steve Square Show, or of all comedy club shows here, Governors. Tony.
King of the Chuckle Room.
King of the Chuckle Room. Now, how did how did your show go, Tony? How did
Let's
it go?
correct that.
I wasn't able to go. How did it go that Friday night? Did you have it?
Friday.
this past Saturday we were at McGuire's.
Oh, you did McGuire's, not here at the.
Oh no, that show ended up getting canceled. But we played McGuire's, which is one of the governor's clubs.
Right.
We played that this past Saturday, and we had probably around 100 people.
Nice. And did you MC it?
Well, no, that was one of the murder mysteries.
Oh, you did a murder mystery there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. So that's a great crowd.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
a really nice crowd,
Yep.
right? That's fantastic. What the murder mystery? What was the story based on? What was the plot?
It was
Was it
a
mafia?
hillbilly hoedown, a
I-
redneck wedding.
I know the hillbilly hoedown. Yes, that's a good one.
Is that the one that you read that time?
It must. Yes, we did a couple of that. I think it was that. There was a mafia one as
Yes,
well.
correct.
Yeah. So, but definitely, I already know the hillbilly hoedown. Very good. Hillbilly hoedown.
You know, you should get Farmer Willie into that script, into that story.
You can't merge characters like that. It's too confusing. Tony will go into different. He'll just. We won't be able to get him back. It'll be like Jim Carrey in The Grinch. We can't get him back. Speaking of Jim Carrey, they keep bugging him to do this another Grinch movie. He said absolutely not.
He said no?
He said he can't deal with them doing that makeup again.
No, that was horrible.
I can't believe they had put him through that. 8 hours in the chair.
Yeah.
Just put a mask on him from Party City, which you're not,
Steve.
I know, I bring that up.
I know.
Probably get it cheap right now.
You
that
do.
mask,
If
yeah.
you can hurry up, you can do Grinch 2 under budget. Now,
Hey.
I have the headline here.
At least Ron Howard actually put the makeup on for one day to,
Yeah, he tried to do that. Now, by the way, so I trying to get into the Christmas spirit. We're 2 days away. Are you excited? Are you ready? Are you shopped? You have nothing to.
This is Steve's big scene.
It's-
It's not. It's not. For me, it's bah humbug.
Well, I'm glad you
This is
say that.
Steve's big scene.
No, it's not Steve's big scene because I'm ready. Watch this. I'm gonna turn away from the camera.
Oh no,
Don't know me. You sound like my family.
ladies and gentlemen, Gubs Radio presents
me a big build-up.
the prop comic himself, the comedy stylings of Mr. Stevie K.
That's right.
Wow, look
Grinch.
at that.
Grinch-tastic.
Move this
Oh, sure.
Good camera shot. Sorry.
No. We want a good camera shot. This is how I'm in Grinch mood. Now I'll tell you why I'm wearing this. There you go. I don't really need this right now. I'll tell you why I'm wearing this.
Tell me why.
Let's see how it looks first of all, because I know we're on delay. Oh, not too bad. Let me get this out of the way, so people see it's Grinch. So why? Ask me why I'm wearing this, other than the fact that I am a normally angry person.
Steve, why are you wearing that?
I'm doing this. I'm wearing this hat for my mom. She was like all into the Grinch lately. She's been Grinching lately and talking about the Grinch and she was looking at the movie and things like that. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to surprise her and I saw a Grinch hat at where else? Where did you think I bought this? And I'll be returning it right after the show.
Party City?
Party City, there's no returns. This is it. Final sale.
Did you go to Party City?
No, I didn't go to Party City.
Oh, come on. You got the final hurrah.
I have no final hurrah for them. Everybody's so blown away. They're like they had these waxing nostalgic memories of Party City.
I know.
I say good riddance. Order what you want on Amazon. I'm all in. I'm in the pool. Get rid of all small shops. Just order everything online.
You want to go over to Pottersville after the
That's
show
it.
tonight?
That's right, Steve.
Dance.
Dime a dance. Dime a dance.
Dancing girls.
Dancing girls.
Yeah.
Girls. Of course. I think change everything. Ronnie Chang, who I love.
Yes,
He does a great
very-
bit on
very
Amazon. He goes, "We are so lazy." He goes, "We got Amazon now." He goes, "I want a pen in my hand." I say, "I click now. It's there." He's like, "I want it 8 minutes ago." But they are on strike, the drivers, or something.
A lot of the people at Amazon, many of the plants are out.
Yeah, what's going on? Why are they upset? Just because they make $6.50 an hour? $6.50. And Big Lots is gone. Now that I'm
Not all of them.
No, it says Big Lots closing.
Not all of them. The one in Hicksville. Did you notice this, Tony? I drove by the Hicksville Big Lots every day, and it said it was closing and closing and closing.
Yeah, and then
all
all
of
of
a
a
sudden
sudden-
said, "We're open.
Yes.
We're staying open." There's a big sign.
I did see that. I don't know what happened, but yeah,
I
did.
know.
So that Big Lots, the one right over here.
The one in Hicksville is still open. Yeah.
I've never been to a Big Lots in my life, so I don't know. I couldn't speak
maybe
on
you
it.
should.
No, I was actually at a Stu Leonard's for the first time.
Now, okay, let's hear the review for Stu and Leonard's.
Not bad. Not bad.
You got the little show. Did you press the buttons and see the dancing
There was
cows?
dancing
and
cow.
the
A little
cows
much for
and
me. That was a little. I didn't. It was a little overstimulation.
A little show.
It was
Come
a little, but I
on.
did like that. And I do like the idea that they trap you in a maze. So you have to say you wanted to just go
Yes.
into a store and you just wanted a loaf of bread.
Figure.
You got to walk 27 minutes and go through the meats, the fish, the
Like
poultry.
IKEA.
Exactly, IKEA. They trap you. It's a good idea by Stu.
Let me-
Now he passed away.
His father passed away. That's the son's been running it for a long time.
No, I
now.
thought the son passed away or something. You sure?
No,
He's
no.
okay?
He's still doing the. Well, he had a kid who drowned as a baby.
No. I thought just like a year or two ago, Stu Leonard himself. Look that up.
No, Stu. The
Are you
original,
sure?
the father died.
The father. Okay.
But the son's been running it.
Now, I have to just mention this. I don't want to bring us all down, but, I was a big fan.
You need to pay tribute.
I was a big fan as a child
And it's a shock.
of Ricky Henderson. Man of Steel, I like that.
Bring it a little closer to you.
To me. Yeah, I'll put
There
it
you
right in
go.
front.
That's perfect right there.
There you go. I see you. I
You
got
know, a
you.
lot of people kind of made fun because Ricky would always talk in the third person.
In kind of a Ricky Ease, right?
Ricky-
He'd say Ricky this and Ricky that.
Ricky is fast.
But when you look at
Ricky
it,
is dead.
what did he understand? He understood entertainment value.
He was a showman.
But he could back it up. He's the all-time leader, obviously, in steals and runs scored. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, obviously that'll hold because people don't even steal anymore. I mean, back in those days, right? Like, guys would steal.
Right.
Vince Coleman's and those guys,
Some
they'd have
people-
100 stolen bases a year. If somebody gets 20 now, they're like,
Some people don't know how to steal. Some pitchers, but some pitchers don't know how to deal with steal. There's a lot of pitchers.
But
who-
you would think it would go
Yeah.
up now with the 2 throwovers, and then you could just go,
it's
and nobody
ridiculous.
pitches out anymore. It's like God forbid, because that's a pitch. Now you're down to
Right.
99 pitches, but it's a,
Great poker player too.
who?
Great poker player.
Is that right? Oh, was he on the World Series of Poker?
No.
Oh, how'd you know this?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't.
When was it? What was it? The '99 when the Mets made the postseason that he was there.
Right. Okay.
He got. Was it him and was it Bonilla? They got in, or I forget who the other player was. They got in trouble because towards the end of one of the postseason games, they were in the clubhouse playing poker.
Oh, I
Yes,
remember that.
I did
now.
hear that story.
Yeah.
That was Ricky. I heard
Ricky
the
was
story,
definitely
but
one of
Ricky
them,
was
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
Oh God, Tony, come on. We're paying tribute to this guy for God's sake. Keep it good. Keep it up. Keep
It's
it
all right,
clean.
Steve. He was a Met at the time, so that wouldn't have
that's
happened.
true.
That wouldn't have happened in the Bronx.
Not with the boss.
That's right.
But Don Mattingly made a nice little tribute. He
Uh-huh.
said he was the best player he ever played with,
right.
and he said
Well,
Ricky
people
was
had
such
good things to say about him.
a great leadoff hitter. When you talk about speed,
Even the-
power, and
And I mean, even the brief time he was with the Mets, I think all the Mets loved him too.
And I'll tell you what, he obviously made. You would think he made money, right? He had a long career.
Mm-hmm.
As much as he made in everything, in his 40s, he was playing on the Long Island Ducks.
Right. Yes.
I mean, the guy loved baseball.
Yes, he
I mean,
did.
right? Who would need to do that? I mean, I'm sure he wasn't doing it for the money.
I know.
Do you know when he got a check, his first $1 million check from the Oakland A's,
Right.
he never cashed it. He put it on his wall, and they asked him from accounting. They were like, they didn't know what happened to the check, and he put it on his wall.
Really?
Yeah, he got a $1 million check, and he
my
never
goodness.
cashed it. I don't know if he knew. Maybe he thought it was direct deposit, and he could take the actual paper. And they were like, back then they didn't have that. They were like, yeah, you got to cash that.
Well, it makes it even more poignant that he was at that last game in Oakland,
Yes,
You
that
know.
was great.
and they did that field is named Ricky Henderson
Yes,
Field.
that was wonderful.
Yep.
So that's nice. I always liked Ricky. Great guy. I mean, I don't know. He's just a great.
I
baseball
follow
player.
a lot of things in Oakland, and I've been following since the dreaded move was going to happen out of Oakland because it's really terrible how that worked out.
Well, first they lost
But,
basketball. They
yeah.
lose everything. You want to see
Yeah,
that?
but
Oh, I hit
some
the
of
ball.
I was watching was one of the reporters who does a regular thing on YouTube was very moved and very sad, of course, by it, and was very touching. But it's like really, it's sad.
It is sad.
It was a big part of Oakland and the history of that ball club.
Now I'm looking. So I grabbed that, and I'm looking at the front page, and there's a picture, and it says Ricky Henderson as a coach for the Mets in 2007. I don't remember that.
I don't remember him being a coach either. Do you?
I don't remember that at all. Maybe not on the major league level, but I just don't remember him being in the Mets organization after he stopped
Hey
playing.
Siri,
Hey Siri.
Was Ricky Henderson a coach?
I'm going to take this off because it's hot. Thank you.
Ricky Henderson was the first base coach for the New York Mets in 2007.
There you go.
He was not retained as a coach for 2008.
I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
God,
Wow.
Now, into the holiday spirit.
it's the holiday season. That's one of Steve's,
So,
that's one of Steve's
so
favorite songs.
whoop-dee-doo and scoopity-bop. That's all the words I know. But I took it upon myself. Now, don't feel embarrassed and don't feel like you had to have reciprocated because I'm doing this. I'm putting you on the spot here. I went out shopping and I wanted to, show my love for you guys and for Steve and you, Tony. So I got a couple of gifts that I thought, a couple of little small things that
Little
I thought.
props?
No. Right away, you're thinking that this is a gimmick. You're right away thinking, Steve thinks all I am is a gimmick. I'm so deeper than that. There's so much more to me than that.
I know there
Not a
is.
lot.
That's a little prop.
But I got you a little gift.
Oh, God, Steve.
No. Of course, no. I know.
Very-
No, this is wonderful. And I tried to think what I like to get gifts that really tell who the person is.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Now don't panic. You
Scares me right now, Tony.
no.
I hear you.
So let's face it. You're a performer. You're a high roller.
You know, I'm no Stevie K. I mean,
Nobody is.
You
I'm
are a
not
real
even.
performer.
That is true. No, but nobody wants to be. But you're a high roller. I mean, when I look at you, we were just talking about Wayne Newton as Vegas. You're Vegas.
I mean, and I did not realize.
You're Las Vegas.
I did not know that.
So let me get. Why don't you? This is from me to you. I want you to enjoy it. Open it up. I didn't have time to get a card. Sorry. Look, but I wrapped it.
Christmas is here.
Now I want you to enjoy that. What do you think about that? That is. What do you think? Roll us some snake eyes, Steve. I
That's
should have got
great.
you two.
I need two though.
I should have got you two. There goes the camera. That's why you shouldn't have props in the studio.
Oh, thank
Now,
you.
there were different colors. I did get. I like the blue with the black dots. Now, what you can do, I had an idea for that. I thought, get a string, hang it from your rearview mirror. Is that you think that would impair his
might work.
visibility? Just a little. Now, I'll
Thanks
tell
to
you.
Lonnie.
I'll tell you another. I know. Don't. I'm sorry. I left the top right. Now, I want you to feel free to. I'm not returning it. It is not. It is for you to enjoy. I want you to enjoy that, Steve. Now, what would you say? You know me. And you know we have a similar a library of TV history.
Right.
What is the line I'm looking for when I hand you a dice like that? From what show, from what actor, and that's why I was looking for the response.
Odd Couple? No.
No, but say the line. I mean, it's not Odd Couple.
No, I don't-
But
I
you're in the
don't.
right decade. You're in the right area. I'll give you. Can I give you a hint?
Yeah, he better.
Don Adams. What would he say if he got a dice like that?
That is some dice. I don't
He
know.
would say that's the second biggest dice I've
I've
ever
ever
gotten, because he would get these huge things that you would be nothing could be bigger. And he'd always go, "That's the second biggest." He would always do
That's
that
great.
on his funny things. So that's why I thought of Get Smart on that.
Great show.
Oh man, love Don Adams. And
We do. Me and my old roommates in LA have done an imitation of Don Adams. One of my roommates was a valet parker. It was he was valeting at the Playboy Mansion
Oh, wow.
in LA.
now that's a good game.
And so Don Adams comes in, and this is when they brought back Get Smart. Remember, with Andy Dick was on it,
Yes.
and John saw Don Adams, and he goes, "Congratulations on your new show, Mr. Adams." And then Don goes, "Thank you."
Thank you. Was he on Johnny ever?
Oh, yeah,
He must have been, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did Carson. Yeah.
So now let's not get too far ahead. Tony, I didn't forget you.
Oh, really?
Oh, sure. That's it right there. Now, there's two parts to this, and
Dice look a little
me and-
smaller in there.
Yeah, it's not dice. Well, you're not. Yeah, I don't look at. You're. You know, he's not. I gave you the dice.
Okay.
All right. I had to get something different. So I wanted to get you this. Now, this is just part of it. I'm going to get to the second part after you open it up. Don't worry about what the bag says.
Oh.
I had to reuse that gift bag. No, it says to Steve.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yep,
So
got it.
don't worry about that.
Well,
part.
tell her I said thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, all right. I see a baseball.
Right. So
Very
we got you a
nice.
baseball, but it's not just any baseball.
What is
Because
it?
what's going to get? It's going to get very valuable in a minute.
Oh.
Okay. So let me show
Is
you
some
what
sort
we're
of
gonna do.
magic trick or something? Is that very
Well,
valuable?
first of all, to do any of this, I need to open it. Is this? Do we need? I don't think we have a scissor here, right? Can I
No,
just get
I don't
this?
have a scissors.
Oh, I can get it. Yeah, it comes right open. There you go. Now this is by the way, this is an official baseball.
Okay.
Official league baseball. Doesn't say what league.
I was just about to say that. Right.
Because
That's
Major
very
League Baseball
funny.
usually don't say OL 1000, but it's an official league. We don't know
Some
what
league somewhere.
Some
Some
league
league
is using
is
that.
using this
is
ball.
using that official ball.
Right. So it's an official ball. It's Franklin, so we know it's got to be good.
Sure.
Okay. Feels good.
Well, it says on the back here,
Who's using it?
it has a corked rubber core
Just like me.
and it's synthetic leather cover.
That's exactly who I am.
What did I tell you about,
That's what
Steve? Only things from God's green earth, and that is
Yeah,
what
that's
you.
what
That's what you give as a gift.
It's cool.
Jack would never approve
Sure
of
it
that.
would. It's all synthetic rubber.
God's
Now,
green earth.
Let me show you what we're going to do. Why I got you this.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, though.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. But it's not done. The gift is not done.
Wow.
Oh,
This is
sure.
like the showcase showcase here. There's
Now
only-
you can take the ball if you want and go
and-
home. It's very exciting.
and throw it in the window
it-
of your new car.
Or you can return the ball for what's in the bathroom. Now, hold on a second. So, what we're going to do, me and Steve, we're going to autograph this ball from the Steve Squared show. It's going to
Okay.
be worth something soon. I have a feeling. So, I've never. Have you ever autographed a baseball before?
Never. Well, actually, I do occasionally. As you see, I have my.
You have your autograph
I
pen
always
ready?
have my Sharpie with me at all times. Being
Very
a
good.
radio personality, you need to have one of these.
So
That's
now
true.
I'm gonna do it first. Are we still in the air?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
And I will. I'll put it up next to one of my. I have 2 or 3 Mookie Wilson balls.
Ooh.
I will put it on the shelf.
Wow,
with
you
the
got.
Mookie
How come?
ball.
Anybody else while I'm doing this? Any other?
Well,
Are you like to do that? Are you a guy that likes
Well,
to collect?
I don't. I do have a collection, but it's just been actually like this. It's just been gifts through the years. There was a player from Long Island whose sister was close friends with my cousin. His name was Tom Verizor. He had some good years in Detroit. He had some good years with the Cubs. His skills kind of diminished by the time he came to the Mets. And he ended up getting a town job, the town of Islip.
Wow.
And then he died a few years ago. But
my
but
goodness.
that's I have a game used
want that?
ball
So
signed
you-
by
was that
him as
good?
well.
That's cool.
Nice. But this is a cool
And this is not. This
A
is
cool
not,
addition.
This is not game used. This is right out of the.
right out of the package.
Do you want me to throw some mud on it or something? Want me to dirty it up? I'll
We'll
go to
go
the bathroom,
outside and throw it
drop
around
it in the
for a while.
toilet bowl.
Yeah.
Get that bathroom smell like it, get at the stadium. Get that French's mustard. I'll spill a little French's mustard on it.
Is that
Proud mustard of the New York Yankees. And a new sponsor, by the way, of the Steve Squared Show.
the New York Yankees?
The New York
Or
Yankees.
Franklin.
No, well, not Franklin. Could be. We should talk about see if we get some of these people. I just gave free advertising. Let me see what you put. What's L?
Oh, are they personalized? They're personalized little
Oh yeah, we wrote
inscription in there.
Well, what is LGM?
Oh, come on now.
Oh, okay.
It's from the Bronx. He doesn't understand.
I understand. I get it now. But look, I got to fix this. This got a little smudged.
Steve.
Sorry.
careful.
Wait, no. I'll fix it.
Oh, that might be my. Oh.
Oh, maybe it was you.
It was me. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I try to be careful.
No, it's just because it's wet. It's just a wet marker.
It's a chill.
Now, do you have a certificate of authentication? Or?
Authenticity? Is that what you're thinking
Authenticity or authentication.
of? You know, you're such a thespian. Your language is just immaculate. Mine is just as bad. To hear me on the radio is even worse. It's like the words don't I literally have to write notes unless I will forget a certain word.
You know, while you're doing that, if you don't mind, since you're just doing that, speaking of which,
Yes.
you've been, I mean, apart from your time in California, you've been on Long Island radio for what? Almost 40 years, right?
Oh, well.
Seriously.
Well, look, it was only like, I'll say I've been doing this show, 20 years maybe now?
Sure.
At least.
Long Island Music Hall of Fame. Him and Rob Leonard. Don't you think? I'm
Absolutely.
dead serious. They belong
I
in
don't
it.
I don't know about that.
How do you into the what? The Long Island.
Long Island Music
They have
Hall
a
of
Long
Fame.
Island music.
There's a
Hall of
Long
Fame?
Island Music Hall of
Do
Fame.
they have
Yes,
a
there is.
radio, or is it just music and they put all kind like they'll put DJs, disc jocks?
I don't know.
Because maybe they have.
They should be. I mean, think about what these.
I know. Is Rob,
Rob-
still doing? He
Rob
still
Leonard
does,
Yes,
still
he
does
is.
it.
he
Rick-
does the show after you.
And Rick Eberle still does his.
Right.
Plus, not to mention what else he's done as a promoter for
Right.
Long Island bands. I think you guys have, you guys have been pretty important in the local scene.
I don't know. Look, that's awesome of you to say, Tony. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Oh my God, we brought these out for the third year in a row.
Snowball fight. Have a snowball.
Nice.
Have yourself a snowball.
He's been in the trunk of the car all this time.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, that's
I've
right.
been waiting for. Now let me.
Only I can miss from that close.
Here we go. Dun, dun, dun,
Give me a little carnival music. Well, these are gonna be hard to juggle. If they're too light, if there's not enough weight to it. Let me try one time. Hey, let's do it. Yeah, ready? Yeah.
What's happening here?
Hey, ho. You could tell this is when we don't prepare for the show. I just bring out the snowballs.
Showtime.
Showtime. People love this.
People love
Now bring it home.
All right.
Wow. Worked up a good. That was actually good exercise. How
Don't
do
you
feel?
see? That's what you need. I feel terrific now.
You look better. You're sweating. Take your hat off.
Sweating.
You'll never remove that cap.
Nothing but
Stitch to his head.
nothing goes through me but food and product from God's green earth.
Is Chick-fil-A God's green earth? Because I recognize that as.
It's a Diet Coke.
You don't have to. No, you don't have to justify it.
No,
to me.
I ate at home. My mom made a nice bowl of pasta with some meat sauce.
So now, how are you spending your Christmas? Where are you going to be? What are you going to do?
We'll be home. We're gonna have some filet mignon.
Oh, very nice.
Dad is at the rehab. We're gonna go see Dad at the
Good.
rehab, and
How's he doing?
he's okay. He's good. He's.
Are you going to bring some food and
We'll
stuff?
bring some filet mignon for him.
Nice.
So he'll be.
Do they show? What do they show on? Or is that New Year's Eve? What's the? Is it the Odd Couple? What's the marathon? Or is that New Year's Eve? I'm
New
thinking.
Year's Eve?
Is it Odd Couple
one
or just the
channel,
Honeymooners?
Honeymooners on Channel 11. Then on LNY, Channel 10 is The Odd Couple.
It's the Odd Couple.
And Sci-Fi Network does Twilight Zone.
They need to bring back some Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Those are always good.
I love those. Do you ever see those, Tony?
Oh, yeah.
Those are great, right? How about you, Tone? Got any big plans going on for the tomorrow or Christmas Day?
We are hosting Christmas Eve with my family and Christmas Day with my wife's family.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's
That's nice, but we'll be busy.
It's
Yes.
busy. It's a lot of stress.
And I'll be cooking a roast, actually. You said filet mignon. I'll be cooking.
Now-
yeah, sorry.
What? No, I was gonna. You say a roast or what? What is that? Well, like that's different. You're doing a filet mignon.
Yes.
You're doing a roast,
Yeah, it's basically the
like
same.
a pot roast or it's like
Roast
a
beast.
Roast beast. So
Roast
it's basically the same thing. Yeah.
The roast
But
Now,
beast.
I'm smoking it, so it'll take like 5 hours, but it comes out.
You have a
unbelievably
smoker?
Good. I do.
And do you use it a lot? Is it outside?
Yes, it's outside. But it is actually electric. But it's
Oh, cool.
it's outside. It's a mixture. You can smoke and just do regular barbecue with it. So I mostly barbecue. But,
Right.
But I do enjoy if I have the time.
Because it's a long.
Well, yeah. That's what last year, and I did it for Christmas. Yeah, it was 5. It was at least 5 hours. It might have been 6. But it comes out. Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable.
Nice, soft, right off.
You
the
know,
bone,
Steve,
right off.
you should go over there as the Grinch because the Grinch loved the good roast beast.
That's
you
right,
know?
he did.
Oh, is that, well, you didn't ask. Now ask me what I'm going to be having for. What
Probably nothing but vegetables. You won't eat.
That's not true. I'll
Okay.
be munching on a Christmas goose.
A goose.
A goose, you say? Young lad, take this coin and get me a goose, the biggest one in the window. A whole half shilling? That's right, my boy. And bring it back within 5 minutes and you'll get another half shilling. Oh, I haven't missed it. I haven't missed it. Merry Christmas, Steve. And a Happy New Year to you.
And
Scene.
scene.
No, I'm
that was
probably
very
having. Thank you.
Pretty good.
Steve.
you.
That was really good. We have our Scrooge.
Okay.
But we have a good part for you in Christmas Carol.
Oh, yeah.
There's a part in it
Don't say it.
for the TV anchorman
I
in the
will
Christmas
bludgeon you. Is there a part for someone to axe you through the chest? Because I will. If you ever call me an anchorman or a zombie again. My mom still talks about that. She goes, when you were the second zombie. She's always, I go, Mom, come on. Second zombie. I wasn't even first zombie. Because we were watching something and she saw, that's what she was telling me. She watched the Columbo episode. My mom loves Columbo.
Right, of course.
And someone was being put into the, do we have to get that?
Don't have to.
Is that a call? Is that a call in?
Well, it is, but it's.
Does it say who?
No,
It does not say who, which is what I usually don't answer.
All right, leave it
so,
alone. Yeah,
okay,
leave it
so I'm
alone.
just gonna
Hang up on
disconnect
them.
that. Yeah.
God only knows who's traced me down here. But
They
they're
found you.
wheeling the cadaver in, and all you see is the toe with a toe tag. And my mom goes, "That was someone's part. Someone got that part. Their toe was on screen."
Steve, you
And
could have been that.
and that's what
Your
she
mother
said
would
to
have
me.
been- Your mother would have been so proud. That's my son's toe.
I know that toe. And some actor was like probably excited, and now that's probably not going to help his SAG card. Yes, with toe on the screen, unless he moved it a little bit.
Well, that's like the Big Chill. You know that story.
Oh yes. I know
Okay,
the story.
so do you remember this?
Yes.
So the beginning, they play "Heard Through the Grapevine" as you see the body
Right.
of their friend. Now, that part was there was a bigger part for that performer, that part, and then they cut the whole part out. Do you know who that was? But whose body that is, and they were supposed to be in it?
No.
Kevin Costner.
Wow.
And actually, that led to Silverado not too long after, because it was same
Silverado.
same director, right?
What a
Jake
great
Kasdan, Jane Kasdan.
Did you see any of the? Oh, you said we talked about it a little bit. They were honoring some people at the Kennedy Center.
Yes, I saw some of it.
It wasn't a great one. It just wasn't. Francis Ford Coppola.
Right,
I
Grateful Dead.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yes, Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead, which I don't.
Bonnie
even,
Raitt?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know any of
No,
her
Bonnie
music.
Raitt. My God,
Really?
Country
She's
singer.
like-
No, yeah.
Oh, more
Yeah,
like
I
a-
feel like a woman.
she's more like
No.
no. She's,
No, I was
she's
saying.
more
I feel
rock,
like
Americana.
Oh, Americana?
Yeah, she's really good.
bluesy.
Blues.
All right, I'll listen to it. Tony's loving the Bonnie Raitt.
Oh, I
Yeah.
Love Bonnie Raitt.
Yes.
What song would I know that I'm not putting together?
Let's give them something to talk about. Was the big hit, but
Yeah.
she's
Oh,
been
okay, I know
around
that song.
years before that.
Crazy little, not crazy little thing called love. Are you ready for a thing called love?
Right.
Yes. Oh, that's Bonnie Raitt?
Yeah,
Oh, so there's
yeah.
a lot of good songs.
I saw her when they inducted Linda Ronstadt into the Rock Hall of Fame. I was there for that, and Bonnie Raitt came out and sang "Blue Bayou."
Oh wow.
This is a family show. Otherwise, I tell you what it did to me.
Wow. It's not really a family
And you
show.
being Mr. Broadway,
I am.
Bonnie Raitt's father was John Raitt. Great act.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma.
Carousel. Siliquim.
You
My
know-
Boy Bill. All that stuff.
Speaking of that, you brought that up. I watched, and they've been showing it a lot, and I don't know why. They've been showing Singing in the Rain a lot. So I never really watched it. And it's good.
It's a very good film.
It's really good.
It's
So I
wonderful.
started getting interested, and I got interested in Gene Kelly, and I watched
Right.
some of his Johnny Carson appearances, but when he was obviously much older.
Right.
And they had one episode, Fred Astaire and him were both on Johnny, and
Right.
it was good. But Gene Kelly directed that whole movie. Debbie Reynolds was 18 years
Yes.
old. She didn't dance.
Yes.
Didn't know how to dance. She
Yes.
said she was scared to death. And Donald O'Connor, who was
Right.
also in the movie, he said Gene Kelly would scream at him, and he would say, "Look, I have to scream at you, but it's not you. He goes, she's not getting the steps, and if I scream at her,
Yeah, she said
she'll
she
be
said
gone
she had
from
a
the movie.
You know, as much as she loved that movie, she said she had a horrible time
But
because she didn't. Yeah,
I mean, the dance is
put her-
incredible.
He put her through hell.
I mean, those really hard. I mean, those guys were incredible. And he does that really big number about the Broadway number where he's
Right.
telling the big studio guy. I
Right.
mean, and Sid Charisse, the wonderful Sid Charisse, wonderful dancer. She was in it. Really a good movie. I really liked it. But you brought up that era. But there was Grateful Dead was being honored last
Right.
night.
And-
Are you a Grateful Dead fan?
I do like some Grateful Dead music. Absolutely.
You like? What about you,
Yeah.
Tony? You're a Grateful Dead guy?
Yeah, I actually feel the Deadheads, that whole culture, I feel it takes away from the band, actually. Because they're known more for that
Yeah.
culture than they are
Their
for the music.
music, yeah.
Some of their music is excellent.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Did you ever see them play live?
I've never gone to see them play.
Jerry Garcia just passed away?
Jerry
Yes.
died of
30 years ago.
30
Oh, is
years
that right?
ago.
You just
But
said-
someone
no,
else.
but wasn't there
No,
somebody?
the bass player, Phil Lesh,
Phil Lesh
just
died,
died.
right.
Oh, okay. Who was there a guy named Artie?
Artie?
Who just he had the
Bob Weir?
No, am I thinking of a different band or a different performer? Artie. He had the white beard with the.
You mean Gravy Wavy?
No, I don't know.
Well, Jerry Garcia, by the time he died,
Yeah.
I mean, he had a big beard, but it was like grayish.
Yeah, and I'm
whitish.
probably thinking of. I don't know why I'm saying the word Artie. I don't know. Forget about me.
Art Garfunkel?
No,
He's alive.
No, he's okay, right?
Yeah.
He's okay.
Very much alive.
No,
I don't know. who
he's
from.
okay. I don't know who I'm talking about either. That makes two of us, Tony. Enjoy that baseball. Don't worry about it. Just play with that ball. You like your dice?
I do.
That's you're gonna have a lot of fun with that. I know.
TJ Maxx. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to take the tag off. I'm the worst at giving gifts. I forgot to. Did you have to buy a lot of gifts? Do you? I mean, there's still time. You can run out and get me something. There's no pressure. But
I'll go to Marshall's because I know there's always going to be something there for you.
don't go to Marshalls. Go to TJ because Marshalls the line never moves. You go to TJ, that line moves.
Well, Marshall's has a lot more.
They're a
Yeah.
little bit. I'm saying
They're
TJ,
both the same company.
They're the same thing, but I
They
do well
really
at
are.
TJ Maxx when it gets right down to it. When you're in panic mode, and I'll look right into the camera. When you're in panic mode and it's getting to the 24th, and
We
you
got
don't
a
know.
close up of that, Hal.
I'm
Yeah,
right.
let's
in it.
get right.
Let me get right into the camera.
Okay, right.
Am I on 2 or 1? Okay, let's go over here.
Yes.
Thank you. There's always 7-Eleven. There's a lot of things you can get for
7-Eleven.
somebody in a 7-Eleven. You got Slim Jims. You got an array of
Nothing.
vape that you can buy
All-
somebody. You can start
everything-
somebody for the new year on
You know,
vaping.
you know what you call that, Steve?
What do I call that?
From your hero, Jack Wayne. Made from God's green earth, Steve.
You're using that line a lot.
I
tonight.
just love the way he
You
says
love
it,
the
though.
John-
You ever see him in his interviews?
Oh.
You don't understand, Larry. If you're not eating things made from God's green earth, you know, he's so dramatic
It's
and so
passionate.
passionate.
It's passionate. Well, he was a passionate guy.
Yes, he was.
I love, you know me. I'm all about. Now it says here, and this is well, there's two things here on this story. Dirty Dancing enters the National Film Registry. It's going down as a piece of cinema for the.
There you go.
And it joins Beverly Hills Cop. It's odd. And Pride of the Yankees.
That's a good movie.
Gary Cooper playing the Lou
If
Gehrig.
you can figure out about Gary Cooper playing baseball.
Well, he was better than William Bendix playing Babe Ruth, for God's sake. That was god awful.
I don't know. Either wasn't too good.
But Gary, but get the story was better obviously in Pride of the Yankees. Nobody remembers what the hell Bendix did. But The Miracle Worker with Anne Bancroft is in there. And Up in Smoke
All right.
with Cheech
Cheech and Chong is their name.
Cheech, I know what their names are. Well, one was the Cheech Moran and Tommy Chung. Yes, I got
Yes.
confused for a second. I know, Steve. Yeah, so there was one other. Oh,
What's that?
well, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Oh, that's a classic.
That's a classic.
Khan.
Jennifer, that's very good. That's actually by. I think that's your agent calling right now to stop it.
Ricardo Montalban.
Ricardo Montalban, who?
Chaos Mas Macho?
Let's bring it all together. Ricardo Montalban did a scene with Sid Charisse, and they did a dancing scene.
Oh.
He was a dancer in a very.
Yes, he was.
They
Oh,
did
yeah, he
like
was
a
an
lot of that
MGM.
Latin. Yeah, he was an
Yes,
MGM
yes.
part of their corral of actors. Now this bothers me. Read this, Steve. This is just, I can't even read it. It bothers me so much. The bottom story.
I don't understand why, but
Exactly.
I will. I'll just.
Oh, you
read
don't understand
this.
why it bothers me, or you don't?
I'll just read this.
Well, just read. Yeah, read the headline.
Navy honors Tom Cruise for Top Gun and other films.
I mean, well, it's a movie. Like, would the Yankees honor, like, for a baseball movie? Like, it doesn't, like, did the Cubs, it doesn't make sense. Like, they know it's a pretend movie, right?
I think they do, but I think maybe it encourages people to join the.
Right. Of
Service?
course it did. I get it. I understand why they're honoring him.
Tom's looking a little his age. He looks a little puffy there.
He's been puffy. I don't know if he had bad plastic surgery or if he's just got a bad case of puffy.
Speaking of age, someone had a birthday this week.
Happy birthday!
No, that was
no. You're September.
No.
No, you're November.
But one of your favorites has just turned 70 years old.
Just turned 70, huh? Give me a hint, because I got to get this. Denzel! Happy
Steve,
birthday!
Please do a little Denzel.
No. All right. Whoa, all right. Yeah. All right.
Happy birthday, Denzel.
Oh, I love it. It's all right.
How old are you, 40?
70 years old.
45?
Pretty good, huh? All right. Yeah, it's all right. I love it. So it's okay. It's okay. It's good. I feel good. Yes. Right.
So that's
all
unbelievable.
right. Okay.
70 years old and he's
70 years,
and he was in Gladiator.
70 years young. When they start saying young, that they've crossed the line, when they have to say they're 70 years young, or my daddy. In the South, when they say that, that's always wrong. But and just to go back to Ricky Henderson for a second, do you know when his birthday is?
It was just the
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, right?
Yeah, he would have been 66. So it's
He would have been 60. Is it?
He's 65. Yeah.
Oh wow.
He would have been 66. Have you ever heard of this band Zebra? You're looking at me like I should be knowing this.
Yeah, you should be knowing this.
Who the hell is Zebra?
Oh my!
Well, help me. I'm here for help. Tell me who this place is.
Tony will
Long
tell you.
Island legends.
Legends, yes.
In fact,
Oh, I'm getting yelled at.
In fact-
I'm talking to two music guys.
the bass player lives in Wantor.
Okay.
Right by you.
Okay.
Oh, is
where
it-
you used to live, yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
By the Zipper House.
Gary's.
Long story.
Gary,
The Zipper House.
let's not get into the zipper. He could be watching. I think I owe him back rent. From 15 years ago. So
they had a.
where did they play? Are they big? Seriously, are they,
were-
a
they
Long
were
Island
big.
local, or are
No.
they
Other than-
bigger? Are they big? Like
Other than Billy Joel and Blue Oyster Cult and maybe a handful of other bands, they were one of the biggest bands from Long Island.
Yep.
but have they made it big like a Blue Oyster Cult or a Kiss? Or
They're on the
from Long
radio. They
Island?
were on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on the radio. They were on MTV in the early days.
Yeah.
They didn't have the sustainability as the bands we mentioned,
Right.
but they were big. They
So
just played. I think they have a show coming up, Westbury Music Fair.
Yes,
right?
that's what
Yeah.
they're talking about. So,
Yes.
what would be is there a song I would know?
Tell
that
me
I've
what you
heard?
want.
Tell me what you want.
Probably their biggest
Is
Yeah,
hit.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it says here Zebra to mark 50 years with LI concert.
Do you want to go to see them? Maybe
Who?
go see a rock and roll show.
I would see a rock and roll show. This looks interesting. They're playing at the Westbury Music Fair. Where? Oh, it says in May. In May. So why are they showing this now?
Well, yeah.
They probably just announced
Never
it.
too soon to buy tickets.
The Rockers are also at work on a new album.
Oh, very
set
nice.
to drop by June.
Some of the best. If you're a Zeppelin fan, they have some of the best Zeppelin covers.
Well, I like Zeppelin. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I do
yeah.
like
The-
Plant
the
and Zeppelin.
main
That
singer-
I've heard of.
Yeah, I hope
have
so.
heard of Zeppelin.
Randy Jackson is the name of the lead singer, and he can hit those high notes.
Yeah, it
of
says
Zeppelin
Randy
songs.
Jackson, Felix Henneman, Guy Gelso or something, the drummer.
Yes.
Steve can drum.
I am a
Maybe
drummer.
if they need a drummer,
I have a drummer.
Oh, is that right? You're a drummer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did not
I have
know
a
that.
percussionist and drummed. I drummed in jazz bands.
Wow, jazz bands.
Well,
That's impressive.
the school had a jazz band, so I was.
He loved Buddy Rich. Steve's
I
a
went
big
to
fan
see
of him.
Buddy Rich live.
Did you really?
Yeah, at a he was doing a clinic. I used to go to drum clinics all the time, and I saw Buddy Rich, and he was a lot older. I mean, but he could still play, and he was amazing. And he
Wow.
was. It's amazing because the way nobody holds sticks now, drummers, the way he did, and he held them the old-fashioned way, the way you're learned.
Right, that whole
you know,
side
you
thing.
learn the crisscross type of style like this. You do it now more fingers straight up, and it's a little less stress on the wrist. That's because they're doing 3-hour shows. People don't realize the stamina the drummer has.
Oh, of course.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
I
a
mean,
very
on their
aerobic.
arms,
It's a very aerobic exercise.
I mean, they make it look easy, but that's tough. You look at a 2-hour show or a 2.5
No,
hour.
definitely.
The new album will be produced by Jack Douglas. Who's Jack Douglas?
Jack Douglas, great producer, produced John Lennon's last album.
That's right. He also produced early Aerosmith.
He's in the early Aerosmith also.
I did write a Christmas song. Here comes CVS. Here comes CVS.
Oh, do you have the lyrics then, or is that just?
That's all I have right now. That just came out. That just came to my head. I'll be working on that.
You got 365 days to get that for next year.
Thank you. I'll work on that. I can get that out quick. Rocky Mountain High. I just saw the John Denver. I'm very into this John Denver guy. I think he's got a chance. I was watching the biopic, as the kids say, the biopic.
Biopic, is that what they call it?
I'll have a biopic with a little butter melted. I got an Ask Eric thing. I thought you might be interested. This is a good one.
Oh,
I found a good one.
a good one. We know Ask Eric is just not.
It says, my husband and I are happily retired. That's where the happiness ends. Now there comes the rest. With good pensions and Social Security.
Nice.
It's important to have that, right?
America.
Make our weekly grocery trips together. We take turns paying with our flight points credit cards because we like to get points.
Of course.
We like to travel.
Of course we do.
Once the bill arrives, we split the cost down the middle of the groceries. Our grocery shopping typically includes a few low-cost personal favorites that not both of us enjoy eating. Here's where the problem starts. But for the sake of simplicity, we split it 50-50. My husband... So here's it comes. My husband, and I could say the way she said it. I could read between the lines here.
My husband.
My husband sometimes indulges in a piece of costly, extra smoked pork. Now, there's the problem I have. There's not enough smoke for pork. You can never extra smoke pork,
Oh my. Oh,
right?
where's Jack right now? He's very upset.
It says, my
Smoked
husband
pork.
sometimes indulges in a piece of costly, extra smoked pork, which I had a small roll in. That was back in the late 60s. I had a small roll in extra smoked pork. I was a day player. It was a cameo. I didn't even get credit.
That was the one with Rita Moreno, wasn't
Exactly. We did a quick dance floor scene. I was in and out.
it? Yes.
Anyway, it says here, he orders online from a specialty shop. I dislike it. The smell alone is off-putting.
Off-putting. Oh, this one. She's a winner.
Off-putting.
Off-putting. Yeah,
Which is delicious with goose. You love a little off-putting on the side.
Bill Cosby.
Off-putting.
Sold the pudding.
But then you got the off-putting pop. I shouldn't.
You take the pudding
You
pop.
take the off-putting. Oh yeah, look at that. all right. I love pudding pop.
Denzel
Denzel
spending
doing-
Christmas with the Cosbys.
Denzel the Cosbys. That's it. That's the only impersonation I do. That and Jimmy Stewart. Well, Mary, the pudding pops are unbelievable.
Can we do a finish that?
Oh, okay.
Then think of this: a scene with Jimmy Stewart and Denzel. Do that. Think about that
I'll think about that.
we read that.
As we read that. So here we go. He insists that I should also share the cost of this smoky pork.
This woman is all
However, since it's a special order,
bunched up about
I
this
don't
pork.
believe I should be responsible for the half of the cost, which he thinks is unfair and disloyal to our agreement. Who is being unreasonable here? Signed, Grocery Grousing.
Oh, she is a piece of work. Let me tell
She's
you.
a piece
right
of
now.
pork.
She is
what
a piece
she
of pork. Is what
She's
she
a piece
is.
of smoke. He should take the smoked pork, smack her in the face with it, and leave. Take his pension and go. And the frequent flyer miles. Right to court. Divorce court. That would be my answer. And let's see what Eric says. He'll probably say. He always says nice things. Probably both of you in the shop. Yeah, let's work it out. Share the pork. Come on.
Oh my God!
You don't share pork.
Now let's go to Dear Steve. What does Dear Steve say?
I said it right away. You start retaining lawyers. I go right to the phone and call. Who's the two guys? Who do I want to call?
I know Celino and Barnes, Jacoby and Myers.
Who's better? If you put the four of them in a pickleball court, who would win?
Celino and Barnes had their own divorce.
Right. they
Oh,
did.
that's right.
and then Barnes died in a plane crash.
Oh, did it?
Yes, there's another Barnes' brother is.
That's terrible.
I didn't hear that. Wow.
Way to bring the show down, Steve.
Yeah, well, it's true.
Anyway, it says here, did you know about this, Steve?
What's that?
Long Island Starbucks workers join nationwide strike.
I'm not in that, but read it to me so we know.
It just says several Starbucks workers on Long Island joined a nationwide 5-day strike by employees of the company ahead of Christmas to bring attention to union contract negotiations with the coffee conglomerate. About a dozen pickets marched and chanted outside a Garden City store Sunday afternoon to demand better pay, which the Seattle-based company has said averages about $18 an hour. Some held signs that read, "No contract, no coffee." I like that.
They said no Roger, no rerun, no rent.
No Roger, no rerun, no rent. No contract, no coffee. No contract, no coffee. Were you out there? Or you're a scab, right?
No, I was not out there.
You're a coffee scab.
I'm not involved.
You don't want to be involved. No comment.
Our store is not involved in that.
All
so.
right.
Massapequa, I believe it is, right?
Yeah, they should be, I assume.
They're involved in everything. Where was the thing I was trying to tell you, Steve? There was something important. I don't think it was this.
Didn't you write a note?
Did I? Was this the note I wrote? What did I write there? Can you read my
Tony,
handwriting?
can you read that, Tony?
Oh, the Merrick dump. But that was there was the story about they're doing. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense, but there's something about animals. Oh yeah, look at this poor animal. And these are happening. Merrick has. That's why I said that the Merrick dump has that. They have goats and different animals there. But they're saying places like this on Long Island are hurting these. These goats that you go to see, they're at these little preservations, and they say they're under terrible conditions. These poor animals, like llamas. That's a llama.
Oh,
You see, so so what they're doing is they're trying to now the Merrick dump might be. I don't want to say anything. This place is in Holtzville, the Holtzville Animal Preserve.
Oh, that's out east.
Yeah, they're not taking care of these poor animals. So got to give to the animals.
Yeah.
I like animals. Yeah, the Starbucks thing, Steve doesn't know anything about. I thought you would help us with that.
Sorry.
Look at this. More healthful holiday drinks. Mulled wine. What is that from?
Mold wine?
Mulled wine. You got to know what this is from.
I really don't. I don't know.
I'll have a mulled wine. Heavy on the syrup and light on the punch. Go off with you, my good man.
That was a mold wine.
That was mulled wine.
There was a cinnamon little.
Then he went with a mulled wine. That's when he was deciding. And he goes, "Fruit? No, it's too cold for that. Look, we don't like any. We don't want any characters in here. We serve hard alcohol to men that want to get drunk fast." It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, I know
Yes,
exactly.
no, we knew
I
exactly.
played that part.
But I
as a
never
matter
thought.
of fact.
You played Nick?
Nick the bartender. Yes.
You'd be good.
You'd
Nick.
be good. I could see that.
I
I
could
played
see
Nick
it.
the bartender.
Yeah.
In fact, excuse me. This morning, Frank gave me a recording from. So today's December 23rd. December 23rd, 1947. Frank has the audio of a radio play that was done upstate. Our grandfather was an actor.
Right.
So we posted it this morning. So I'm saying I suggested that we use that as the springboard. That's the first time we do it. But now next year we make it an annual event. But next year we do a live radio play.
Yes, totally.
Steve,
I was in a live radio play that we did in Huntington at the Township Theater Group. I played Jimmy Stewart, and we did the radio version. So we all had the and we had the everybody they were other actors playing these people. So we would go up
Right.
to the radio, the old-fashioned radios,
Yeah.
and it was like a dinner theater setup, and it was good, and it was pretty fun. And they had the help me out. What's the guy that does all the sound effects? What do they call him?
Sound guy?
Sound guy?
No, on radio back in the 30s and
I
40s.
have no
Sound
idea.
effects guy.
No. He was called a
There was a name for it?
yes. I'll think of it after the show. If you look it up, it's the phony something.
Well, that's Foley. That's
The Foley.
No, that's not that. That's
what
that's a movie. That's a movie.
No. They use those on radios. Those were the guys that did all the sound effects.
Yeah,
Like
they
the steps.
did. They did, but it wasn't called a Foley. That wasn't called
Look
a
it up.
Foley stage. That was done from. That was big. They were Foley stages.
Yes.
And that was done in movie stages. That was sound stages. That wasn't done.
Oh, for
They
what?
have
For
they
like silent films, you mean?
no,
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 no, no.
just regular sound effects.
Oh.
In Foley stage is strictly a movie term.
It's- well,
but
it's
they
used-
but they used a lot of the same. Yes, they've used many of the same things. In radio, that's where it originated from. A lot of these sound effects. Yeah.
Now, when watching Singing in the Rain, even though it was a fictional movie, was based on the idea that a lot of these, because the silliness of Singing
the
in
idea.
the Rain.
The idea. Yeah, that when silent
Right.
movies went to sound, all these actors, their careers were over because
Right.
they sounded terrible.
They had terrible
They had
voices.
terrible
they couldn't
voices.
Sing. So that was what Singing in the Rain is that Debbie Reynolds plays the voice behind this actress that's this can't sing, can't speak, and she's the voice behind it. And then at the end comes out and it's her, and that's the whole love story with her and Gene Kelly. But
Right.
it's, I think the actress that plays Lena, but it was funny. But that's what happened, right? That happened to a lot of...
Yes, that's
I think
truth.
even what's-his-face was worried, and I can't think of his name now. Robert Downey Jr. played him.
Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin.
Well, he had a good voice. Charlie had a good voice.
Did he do sound?
He
any
did.
sound-
The Great
talkies?
Dictator. That was it was in the film. Did you ever saw The Great Dictator? He was very
I
good.
did. They're talking about combining...
Gene Hagen.
Gene Hagen. They're talking about combining... Well, because this week is Christmas and Hanukkah falls together.
Yes.
So Newsday's telling
first
you-
day is the 26th. of
Latkes and
Hanukkah.
candy canes, and they're talking about combining things. But
Latkes and candy canes. There's another song. There you go.
Latkes and candy canes. They were also a law firm I got a hold of. Latkes and candy
Latkes
canes.
and candy canes.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to show you. I was trying to show Steve something, and now I can't find it. They were telling people. Yeah, I don't want to look at this. Talks about the best of this year. There's nothing, but there was something. Oh, this is what I wanted to show, Steve. If you're looking to bring in the new year, say
Okay.
you don't have plans yet. Do you guys have New Year's Eve plans?
No.
Big New Year's Eve plans?
Just going to a friend's house.
Okay.
You?
No, I'm not. I don't do anything. I'm not a big New Year's Eve person.
You
But
stay up?
I can make it till midnight. So, New Year's Laughin' Eve is in Babylon. Did you ever hear this place? It says Yuck It Up with a quartet of comedy at the Argyle Theater.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
Yeah,
of that.
Argyle Theater. Featuring Marie Walsh.
No.
Nope.
She's from America's Naughtiest Mommy. Not
Nope.
sure what that is. Mike Keegan.
I know Mike well. In fact, he will be
On the show?
2 hours from now. He's doing his show. He's on Hershey and the Keegs. Mike
no,
Keegan.
okay,
Oh,
Mike
the
Keegan.
Keegs.
That's the Keegs. And Richie Byrne.
Richie Byrne, a good guy. Yeah, good friend of mine. I like Richie.
So they will be there. $76 to $79. It's pricey.
That is pricey. So
Right.
come to Governors instead.
Come to Governors instead. Are they doing a New Year's Eve thing
Of
here?
course, every year.
that
Gino
right?
Bisconti will be here. And yeah, they have a show out with Bob Levy out in McGuire's. Yeah, they got a bunch of New Year stuff going on.
And it says here, Billy Joel will be at the UBS Arena,
New Year's Eve, yeah.
9:30 p.m. Can he make it up till midnight? Or will he stop at about 10:45?
Well, yeah, he's probably sleeping till 10 p.m. Yeah.
Right before he comes out. The Harlem Globetrotters, Steve. Get ready for some hoops.
For New Year's?
They will be, it says, playing the Generals at 1 p.m. It doesn't say what day, but it's on New Year's Day. They'll be playing the New York Generals. That should be a good game.
Not the Washington Generals?
What did I say?
You said New York Generals.
The Washington Generals.
There's always the Washington Generals.
Yes, the Washington Generals. That is, look at the price range they give, $50 to $600.
My goodness.
I guess that's if you want to play. Anthony I can't.
Rodia.
Rodia.
Anthony Rodia.
Right, he's from here, and he'll be performing somewhere. Doesn't really say here. It says he's on his Totally Relatable tour.
That's correct.
Is that right?
Yep. He'll be here in actually, I think it's a brokerage in January.
He says Long Islanders treat me like I'm home.
Yep. Well, he started here in this club.
Yeah,
This is where he started, yeah. And on the stage and podcasts.
is that right?
Yeah, he used to do a show in here with me, yeah.
And he's just the comedy route, or has he been in TV? Is he doing anything?
He's starting to pop. He's been who's the guy on Fox that has a lot of comedians? Gutfeld.
Greg Gutfeld.
Yeah, he's been on his show a lot. And then there's also that, I think it's Amazon, that mob show, Gravesend. You guys familiar?
I've never seen Gravesend.
Yeah, Chaz Palminteri is in it, and
Of course he is.
Vincent Pastore from Big
yeah,
Push
yeah.
from The Sopranos
Yeah.
era, and Rodia, I believe he's been doing some stuff on that.
Very cool.
So yeah, he's one of ours, starting to pop.
And it says the New York Bee Gees.
Oh, they're great. They've been in here too in the studio.
Get out of here.
Yeah, they're great.
They will be
Steve.
performing. This is fantastic.
Where are
What a
they
night.
going? Where will they be?
It says, watch the disco ball spin above the stage as the New York Bee Gees headline the Paramount.
Nice.
They'll be performing with Donna Summer. That can't be. Oh, Donna Summer.
You get confused with the show with
It says
that restaurant.
Well, it says with
that
a Donna.
remains to be nameless.
Oh,
Donna Summers. playing.
now you could go to you could see all of this,
Right.
Or you could go to Sergio's and listen to the headlines.
You
they're
can go to
having.
Sergio's.
This is going to be fantastic. It's shares opening up.
Yeah.
When they're
Cyndi
just
Lauper.
serving appetizers.
Cyndi Lauper. Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand is going to be there. Bette Midler is
Bette
doing.
Midler.
They're all doing a women's song.
Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin. Jimi Hendrix
Jimi
is on
Hendrix,
the guitar. He's
right.
doing a duet with Janis Joplin. The Beatles together will be performing.
all four
course.
of them are going to be
and
there.
of course the Monkees.
And the Monkeys. All the Monkeys.
That along with a little antipasto.
Little Bobby Darin also.
Sure, $59.99
Yeah.
right at the door. Tony's seething right now.
They all
Tony
live.
wants to. He's getting your car right now. Let's go over there. You want to go over there right now? We'll throw meatballs at that window.
They're not
meatballs.
even worth that.
Let's throw cold snowballs at them. Let's throw Nerf snowballs. It's so much less messy, isn't it? Don't you love my idea of cleanly snowball fighting?
Unlike Sergio's, which
It's
is very
fun.
messy.
Oh, yes.
Oh, they are a mess.
Okay.
And is there anything else? No, but that's
Where is that beat? Oh, the
the
Bee
Bee
Gees.
Gees? Is
Oh,
that
when
the-
is it? I mean,
Paramount?
You said the Paramount, but
yeah.
when?
Well, it doesn't say the days of any of
Is
these
it
things.
Is it
up
New
here?
Year's Eve or is
It's
these
just
all New
continue
Year's
here?
Eve shows?
It doesn't say. It just says the cost and for more info. But this is all. It might
I'm
be
assuming-
New Year's Eve because these are all how to spend your New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so it's probably
So
New
it's
Year's
probably
Eve.
New Year's
Yeah.
Eve. The New York Bee Gees. Do they? I'm guessing do Bee Gees songs.
That'd be a
cover
good
everything?
guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're the New York Bee Gees.
They are.
Which, by the way, they finished in third place last year in the Eastern Conference. What a team! I thought they could go all the way.
Louis Carnesecca made one of his last appearances at the
New York Bee Gees,
game,
yeah.
when the New York Bee Gees
Sure.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what put him over the edge. So that's what finished off Louis. couldn't get them to do the box and won.
There you go.
That's enough of this mess. Anyway, let's wrap it up, Steve. Let's wrap up this another holiday season.
Can we do our scene with Jimmy Stewart and
Well,
Denzel?
I'll end it. Yeah, we'll try to. Well, why don't you do something with me?
I
You
don't
know,
know.
you're Mr.
You're
Radio.
just such a wonderful
Tony
performer.
just nominated you for the National Long Island.
You're such a
National- I'll bring it more regional.
You're such a wonderful performer, and I just
no,
it's
don't
magic.
try to spin it. He's trying to close me.
It's Christmas. Give it to him. Oh, well, you did give him a gift,
I
but
gave him a gift. And are you enjoying your ball?
yes,
Tell me the truth.
love
I can
the ball.
return it.
No, well, you autographed it.
Oh,
no,
that's
I love,
true. Yeah,
I
they
love
won't take
your
that ball.
autographed
They're not going to take that ball back now. And they're going to be like, who's funny man, Stevie K, and who's this LGM guy?
Oh no!
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, all right. Yeah. All right.
Mary.
You got 2 bills? Reach into one and pay the bail. I can't say that line from Training Day. It's got a lot of curses
No, that's
in it.
bad.
Yeah, I was trying to do a line from Training Day. There's no line in that movie that's
No,
not
Training
an
Day.
R
It's
rating.
just
There's
a-
not one line in that movie.
So-
I could do that. King Kong ain't got blank on me.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Still can't
So what do
believe-
you want? What are you looking for now for me to wrap up the show? You want who?
I wanted Jimmy and Denzel to do a little scene together. I don't know.
Denzel, I just want to say, by the way, happy birthday, 70 years old. I remember 30 years ago when I turned 70. What a I had an unbelievable. All right, Jimmy, I love you. I love the way you speak. You do that slow drawl. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
You
It's
know,
pretty
you
good.
know what
All right.
Denzel was like that on Letterman with Rickles. He loved Rickles
Yes,
so much.
and Don did such like offensive stuff. And Denzel was on the floor. You know who does Denzel the best though?
Who?
Jay Farrow.
Yes, I've seen that.
He's
Jay's-
fantastic.
Jay's really
He does a
good.
good Obama, but his
Jay,
Denzel's.
Jay's just great. He deserves a lot
But
more.
I haven't seen him
Yeah,
lately
he
doing. What
deserves a lot
happened?
more.
He's not out there anymore.
I don't know.
He was popping.
Something was going on after SNL, and then it just, for some reason, it's too bad.
I
because
do
he's
want to
very
ask you this,
talented.
but we're closing up now. But I was watching because I've been watching these clips of Letterman's and Johnny's, and he had Norm Macdonald on, and,
Right.
and they were talking about it was right after he got fired.
Right,
that
on
he-
Letterman, yeah.
But he got fired from the Weekend Update
Saturday Night
portion.
Live. Well, yeah, and then eventually,
And they were, and Letterman was like blasting. It was Oldemeyer, or what's the guy?
Don Ohlmeyer,
Yeah.
as Dave used to call him, cufflinks and cologne.
And he was blasting. He goes, "Why don't you just leave the show? Come over here." He goes, "We'll get you a show on CBS." And Norm was like uncomfortable. He was like, because Dave was calling him a pinhead, a jerk. He was like blasting him. He goes, "What do you listen to that guy for?" And he goes, "I got called. I was sleeping." He goes, "You're taking me off Weekend Update?" He goes, "Why?" He goes, "You're just not very funny." He told Norm Macdonald.
Don was good friends with OJ, so that was though Ohlmeyer always denied it to his dying day that it had nothing to do with that, but the truth was most of those jokes were OJ jokes, and Ohlmeyer and OJ Simpson were way close.
Now I can hear the show. I didn't hear the show. Right in time to close.
You had your headphones off for
I didn't
45
even-
minutes
I
of the
didn't
show.
I didn't even realize because I had the.
You told Tom, I don't
Grinch.
need these. You took them off. That's
That's right. I'm a professional. I don't need headphones. Oh, all right. Anyway, let's wrap up this caricature of impersonations and story times.
Mary,
I want you to have you, Steve, you, Tony, and your family. You,
You're not
Steve,
gonna
and
like
your
it.
family.
You're not going to like it. She's an old maid.
She's at the
She
library.
works in the library.
It's always the
She's a
library.
librarian.
My family won't like that. My sister, I have a
I know.
lot of family that works at the library. And that's a second home for me.
We know all your friends are there,
All my friends are there. That's right.
and your nemesis.
Oh,
both,
yeah.
both alike.
But I want to wish my family happy Merry Christmas. I'll obviously see them, and so I won't say the Happy New Year, but I'm going to see them for New Year. So, but a Happy New Year too to everybody,
Absolutely.
to all the listeners, all the Steve Squares, all the governors, Govs Radio people. To wish them a Merry Christmas
them
and
all.
Happy New Year. We want to thank them all. Thanks for
Appreciate you all.
listening. Yeah,
Thank
and
you for listening.
Tony's show. What do you got this week? Are you doing anything on Christmas? Or when's your next show coming up this
Well,
week? Anything?
So tomorrow and Wednesday. So Frank has been coming in every Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
my brother,
Okay.
and he's a musician, so he brings in bands every Thursday. We've been doing this, I think, since April.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So he actually took all the shows. He just isolated the musical performances. People playing acoustic or something in here, live in studio. So we have part one playing tomorrow morning, and part two play Christmas morning.
Oh, really? On Christmas morning?
Yeah, well,
can have-
we're just playing. It's I'm
Yeah.
just posting the video. I'm not.
Oh,
here,
okay.
So.
Oh, okay. So you're just posting the video, and so what are these bands? Is he
They were
having-
all just local bands that he brought in every Thursday, and he took their musical performances, not because we sat and talked.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just the musical
Right.
performances. Each video is a little over 2 hours.
Wow.
So while you're having breakfast,
Zebra?
Zebra has not been in here. No.
Okay, I would get Zebra in here, right? That
I
could
would
be-
love to
could
get
that be-
Zebra. I actually have tried
Do you
to
know?
get
Oh,
Zebra.
you have? I was going to say, right? That
Yeah.
would be
That would be good.
that would be the thing to do.
Yeah, maybe I'll try to make that happen.
And you know what? I'm just throwing this out there because I'm
All
always
right.
promoting myself, and of course dumbbells. But you do know I play the drums. Well, now you know.
I've heard. Yeah.
So if you ever need a drummer, I could bring in a small. I won't bring in. I mean, do they bring in what kind of drum set do they bring in, or do they don't really bother with that?
It's, if there is a percussion player of some kind, they'll just have
like
a
a
few
snare drum, hi hat.
Yeah, or I don't know what it's called. What do you call that thing that drummers will sit on it and then they'll kind of hit certain parts of it to keep it.
They're like, yeah.
It has a name. I forget what
Oh,
it's
okay.
called.
Yeah, I have to look at that. Yeah, I I have like. I actually had a really nice drum set years ago, a big Slingerland wood, which they do fiberglass now. I had a wood drum set. It was really nice.
Wow.
But it was, it's hard to travel with a drum set. You could travel with a harmonica, but you can't travel
True.
with a drum set.
Yep, that's
and that's
true.
my lesson for 2024.
Good to know. Thanks.
Always pick
No.
an instrument that you could put in your pocket. You can't put a drum set in your pocket.
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
No, you can't. The great Buddy Rich told me that.
Did he really?
No. He didn't talk to me. I went up to try to get something signed.
He's too bad yelling at his band.
He was a maniac. I asked him to sign. I asked him to sign my drumstick. I asked him to sign my drumstick. I don't do something like that. I didn't do a good buddy, Rich. I don't do
No.
it. No, that was. I don't know who that was. Anyway, we're gonna let Tony go home and enjoy his Christmas goose.
Oh, of course.
Do you have another? Is there another show after this?
There are 2 more shows.
Oh
after
my
this.
good God! So
No,
you're
we
not going
better- we
anywhere.
better get going
We're gonna
here.
get going here. All right. Have a great night. We'll see you next week. 6:30.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Steve.
See you
Thanks,
guys.
Tony.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah. Merry.
There we go. Oh, it's not good. I love it.
All right, time to strike the set.
Strike the set?
This is
Oh, I can do this better.
this is
I'm used to striking sets.